Good morning, everyone. So today we will tackle Module 2, the stages of development and developmental task. So under this module, we will first tackle the developmental stages. So what are the developmental stages? The first one is the prenatal period. So it reflects a time when the embryo or fetus is particularly sensitive to environmental insult from maternal experiences. The process of prenatal development occurs in three main stages. As you can see on the picture, the first stage is the germinal stage, which is 0 to 2 weeks. The second stage is the embryonic stage, which is 3 to 8 weeks. And the last stage is the fetal weeks, which is 9 weeks to birth. So, the 3rd through the 8th week is known as the pre-embryonic period, and the time of the 9th week until the birth is known as the fetal period. And the average length of time for prenatal development to complete is 38 weeks. From the date of conception, during this time, a single pole zygote develops in a series of stages in full-term baby. The three primary stage of prenatal development are, again, germinal, which is 0 to 2 weeks. Second is embryonic, which is 3 to 8 weeks. And the fetal development, which is 9 weeks to birth. And the prenatal development period is the period of time before birth. So ito yung development na nasa sinapupunan ang bata. Ang development ay nag-occur sa sinapupunan ng nanay. So it means kahit hindi pa tayo inilabas sa mundong ibabaw, sa loob pa lang ng womb ng nanay natin ay nade-develop ang isang tao o isang bata. Okay? So next one is the infancy, which is from birth to 2 years old. So in this state or period of early childhood or babyhood. As newborns, we are not empty-headed organism. We cried during this stage. We cried, we laugh, we kick. Yung laugh ng baby, hindi naman yung laugh na tipong tumatawa ha. Smile pa lang yan. Okay? But it is considered as laugh because it is happiness sa bata. Okay? Happiness yung tipong nilalaro siya ng mga guardian angels or at the same time, yung komportable siya sa isang tao na humahawak sa kanya. Okay. Under this stage is slept a lot ang baby. Natutulog a lot. And occasionally smile, although the meaning of the smile was not entirely clear. So sabi ko kanina. Then, the baby starts to crawl and then starts to walk. A journey of 1,000 miles beginning with a single step. Sometimes conform, sometimes other conform to us. Our development was a continuous creation of complex form, and our helpless kind demanded the meeting eyes of love. We split the universe into two halves, me and not me. So under the stage, so meron silang mindset no, under the stage of infancy na tipong dalawa ang humahati sa mundo. It's either sa kanya o hindi sa kanya. Alright. So try to look at this picture. It really shows, or it simply shows, the development of an infancy, which is birth to 2 years old. As you can see, guys, ladies and gentlemen, on the left side, baby pa siya. So yan siguro yung mga bagong labas na baby. Then from birth, as you can see the development on the third picture, I don't know if that's boy or a girl, but I know it's a baby. So you see, it's walking, crawling. May mga gesture siya na the development under that stage. Okay. So next, we will tackle the early childhood, which is 3 to 5 years. On this stage, this is a time of remarkable growth with brain development at its peak. So during this stage, children are highly influenced by the environment and the people that surround them. So early childhood is the greatest untold poem. Was being only 4 years old. We skip, played, ran all day long. So under this early childhood dito na parang nararamdaman ng bata, nagsusulan lang tumakbo ng walang katapusan hanggang sa mapagod at hanggang makatulog. So never in our life is busy becoming something we had not quite grasped yet. We know our thoughts, which work up into small mythologies in our own. Our thoughts and images and drawings took wings. So under this early childhood, dito na nadidevelop ang brain, no? Kahit sa konting development na yun, doon din ay di-develop yung imagination ng isang bata under the early childhood. Grabe ang imagination ng bata dito. Kahit hindi siya nag-i-exist sa mundo, dito sa development na ito, nade-develop ang mga hindi na-exist na tipong sila na-i-exist sa kanilang isip. Dinodrawing nila, ine-explain nila, sinishare nila ang idea sa parents nila. Okay? So under this stage din, dito ang parang dito yung stage na ano ang maging gusto nila paglaki kasi nga nai-imagine nila. Okay? But it's not final sa kanila, pero yung imagination nila is lumalaro na ako magiging doktor ako. Depende din sa kalaro nilang bata. Okay? So as you can see on the picture, dito yung play nila, makinig sa mga kasama nila or makinig sa isang story. Dito ang takbo ng takbo, dito na stage, early childhood, takbo ng takbo, lakad ng lakad, tumbling ng tumbling, akala mo walang katapusan. Alright, nakikita nyo yung smiles nila dito as bata. Siyempre, wala silang problema niyan. Ang problema nila dyan is patulogin ng parents, no? Alright, next. Next, we will tackle the middle and late childhood. It is 6 years old to 12 years old. So under this development, it is the children gain greater control over the movements of their bodies, mastering many gross and fine motor skills that eluded the younger child. So under this one, in middle and late childhood, we are on a different plane, belonging to a generation with a feeling properly our own. It is the more wisdom of human development that at no other time we are more ready to learn than at the end of early childhood's period of expansive imagination. So under middle and late childhood, nag-stop na yung imagination ninyo as bata. Okay? Dito nag-stop ng imagination because at this juncture, the children would learning something from the environment itself, from the experience itself. And dito na nila nafe-feel yung sarili talaga nila. Okay? Kaya under this stage, yung mga nanay maghanda-handa na kasi minsan nandito na yun halos ang maturity ng isang bata. Nakakaintindi, nakakaunawa, at nagde-decide na para sa sarili nila. So whether we like it or not as a parent, we do accept it kasi nga yun ang development ng bata. So under this stage, The children did not think much of the future or the past. They enjoyed the present. Okay, as you can see, kita nyo yan. Masaya pa rin sila, naglalaro ng kasama nila, nag-study na sila, they're learning already, but they're also quitting the imaginative imagination nila na anong meron sa mundo now, yung iba hindi naman nag-i-exist. They already quitted that one, and they started to learn through environment. Next one is adolescence. This is 13 to 18 years. So it is the period of transition between childhood and adulthood. It includes some big changes to the body and to the way of a young person relates to the world. So when we talk about includes some big changes, this is the puberty stage or yung pagdadalaga at pagbibinata. Okay, in physical attributes, marami talagang magbabago. Okay, pag tumungtong ka na sa adolescence, it may be lalaki ka, ang development na isang tao, tataba, papayat, magkakaroon ng maraming pimples, tumutubo na si Adam's apple sa lalaki, sa babae naman magkakaroon ng menstruation period, sa pangkalahatan naman, magbabago talaga ang physical attributes ng isang tao, especially when he or she approaches during the adolescence, that is 13 to 18 years. So in no order of things was adolescence the simple time of life for us. We clothed ourselves with rainbows, we went brave as Sojak, flashing from one end to the world to the other. We tried on one face after another, searching for a face of our own. So under this stage, dito na po nade-develop kung paano natin matuto sa sarili natin. Paano tayo tumayo? Na tipong akala mo, pag tumungtong ka dito sa stage, kaya ko na ang sarili ko. Kaya ko ang mundo. Huwag nyo kong pakialaman. Kasi I myself experienced that during that stage. Okay? During this stage, kala mo wala nang kinabukasan. Na tipong I enjoy life in every minute or in a single minute. And na tipong akala ko makakonquer ko na yung buong mundo. Dahil nga confident na ako, dahil 18 years old na ako. Which is, minsan, dito sa adolescence period, nagkakamali ang halos karamihan ng youth. Especially the teenager nowadays, ang upbringing nila is much more on magkakajowa. Okay? Pag dito sa stage na to, hindi ka nagkakajowa, it means hindi ka belong sa adolescence teen. Right? So, mas more on ang iniisip dito magkakajowa. Not unless, nung sinauna pa yung mga parents pa natin, ang iniisip nila this stage, kailangan hindi mahawakan ang mga kamay nila. Kasi pag nahawakan ang mga kamay nila, ibig sabihin, papakasal ka agad sila. So, malaking kasalanan na yun dati pa. Lalo na kung hindi mo naman kaano-ano humawak sa kamay mo. Pero during this stage, or we are now facing 21st century, dito nila naisip, wala pang humahawak sa kamay ko, feeling ko hindi pa ako dalaga. Buti pa si ganito, buti pa si ganyan, may humahawak na sa kamay niya. Alright, so may pagkakaiba ang upbringing ng bawat tao, especially sa time natin na natatamasa ngayon. Alright, as you can see in the picture, kitang-kita naman, di ba? Kinikilig si ate girl nung share si boy sa headset niya. Meron naman mga barkada, meron naman group study kunyari, meron naman, ayun na, nagdadalaga na at nagbibinata. Okay, nakikita niyo naman yan. Next, the adulthood stages. The first stage of adulthood is the early adulthood, that is 19 to 29. So, I as your teacher belong to early adulthood. Secret na lang yung edad ko. So, sa mga 19 dyan pataas, you are already nakatungtong na kayo sa early adulthood. Alright. In early adulthood, it is a time for work and a time for love. So dito nararanasan or na-experience natin yung work, yung trabaho, yung pagmamahal. Bakit? Dito kasi pumapasok yung mga marriage. Sa edad na to, ang mga perfect for marriage. But I am not telling you na as early as 19 years old, mga sawa na kayo. I am not telling you. Okay? So, as long as you are happy sa pagiging single, then go for it. Aalihin nyo yung magka-jowa kayo ng early as 19 or 18 kung pagdating ng panahon, sumasakit naman pala ang ulo ninyo dahil sa pag-uugali niya. Or sumasakit ang ulo ninyo at nasasaktan kayo kasi irresponsable siya. So better be single up until 29 years old kung gugustuhin ninyo. Kaysa ba naman mawala yung sarili ninyo at magiging absent na kayo sa sarili ninyo. Parang nasayang lang yung taon na kasama siya na irresponsable naman pala siya. Okay? Next. For some of us, finding our place in adult society and committing to our more stable life take longer than we imagine. Okay? We still ask ourselves who we are and wonder if isn't enough just to be. So, on this stage, early adulthood, normal lang po sa isang tao nang magtanong sa sarili, am I enough? Normal lang po yan. Kahit single ka or kahit meron kang ka-relationship or kahit nakabuo na kayo ng family, normal lang sa stage na to, natatanungin mo ang sarili mo, am I enough? Okay? Or ano ba ang purpose ko dito sa buhay? So, marami na tipong iniisip natin, parang abnormal mo yung pag-iisip ko, pero normal lang po yan under the early adulthood. And our dreams continue and through are bold, but at some points we become more pragmatic. Sex and love are powerful passion in our lives. At times angels of light, and other times of torment. We possibly will never know the love of our parents until we become parents of ourselves. So under the early adulthood pa rin, di ba dati ba nung nakasagsaga ng dalaga ka pa, hindi mo maiintindihan ang parent mo. Bakit kaya pinagbabawalan ako ng nanay at tatay kong lumabas? Samantalang ang enjoy na sa labas. Bakit kaya si nanay at tatay, maraming pinagsasabi sa akin na mag-aral ako ng maayos. Maayos naman yung trabaho ko ngayon. Diyan mo mararamdaman pag parent ka na under early adulthood. Kaya pala ako hindi pinapalabas dati. Kasi minsan hindi rin pala nakakabuti sa akin. Kaya pala kailangan ko mag-aral ng mabuti. Kasi nga, para mas makakuha ko ng magandang trabaho. Kaya pala pinagbabawalan ako mag-boyfriend sa kanya. Kasi nakikita ng parents kong hindi pala siya parang nakakabuti sa akin. Tingnan mo tuloy ako ngayon, nagdurusa sa piling niya. May mga ganun sentiments under early adulthood, especially kung pumasok ka under this stage, pumasok ka ng early relationship. Okay? Lalong-lalo na kung may mga anak ka na under the stage, mararamdaman mo pala talaga ang tunay na disiplina at pagmamahal ng parents mo sa'yo, not unless you become one of a parent. Alright, next we will move on to middle adulthood. That is 30 to 60 years. Sino dito ang estudyante ko na 30 to 60 years? So you are under the middle adulthood. Do not worry, you're not getting old, but you're still in the middle adulthood. By the way, guys, age is just a number. Okay. So in the middle adulthood, what we have been forms what we will be. For some of us, middle age is such a foggy place, a time when we need to discover what we are running from and to and why. We compare our life with what we vowed to make it. In middle age, more time stretches before us, and some evaluation have to be made. However, reluctantly, as a young or old, polarity greets us with a special force. We need to join the daring of youth with the discipline of age in a way that does justice to both. As middle-aged adults, we come to sense that the generation of living things pass in a short while and like runner's hand on the torch of life. So this is according to Santiago 2002. So ang middle adulthood, dito natin madidiscover ang yung mga naset natin na goals. Dito natin na-discover na yung tanong natin nung early adulthood na am I enough? Na tipong, ano ba ang papel ko sa mundo? O ano ba ang papel ko sa pamilya ko? So, under the stage of middle adulthood, dito natin masasagot lahat. Okay? Kung nasagot natin yung mga goals natin, yung mga dreams natin, dito natin na-realize kung natupad ba. Okay, under this stage din po, kailangan mag-blend in tayo sa mga youth. Why? Hindi lang yan justice para sa'yo, justice din yan para sa kanila. So, of course, in every situation, we always put love and understanding of it. Whether it is bad experience or bad situation that scars in your heart, we always put love and understanding. And patience is always a virtue in it. Alright, so wag natin i-compare na ako nga, nung early adulthood ko nga, nag-aral nga ako ng mabuti, ikaw hindi. Siyempre, iba-iba ang development ng mga tao. We are unique individual. Kung hindi man siya nag-develop during the early adulthood, kung hindi man siya nag-mature enough, malay mo, magbabago yan during the middle adulthood. And there is no such thing as too late. Hindi sinasabi ang pagbabago na huli na. Okay? Huli ka na sa pagbabago, no. As I said, every human being is unique. Nakadisenyo yan ng Panginoon. Okay? Hindi yan nakadisenyo sa pagkatao. Nakadisenyo yan sa Panginoon. Siya lang nagde-design ng buhay natin. Design. Siya nagde-decide. Siya ang nakakalam kung ano ang meron sa atin in the near future. Next is the late adulthood, 61 and above. So, under this stage, ito na yung senior citizen, no? So, dalawa na ang citizenship natin under this stage, the late adulthood. It is the Filipino citizen and the senior citizen. So, dalawa na yung ID natin dito. And of course, hindi natin alam kung marireach pa rin natin itong goal. Always, guys, always put in your mind that if you strike the age of 61, it is already a blessing. Alright? The rhythm and the meaning of the human development is eventually wend their way to late adulthood, when each of us stands alone in the heart of the earth. Alright, so, under the late adulthood po, dito na mapapasok ang unawa at intindi natin sa mga lolo at lola natin. Why? Bumabalik sila sa pagiging bata, especially na naburyong na sila sa buhay nila kasi wala na silang trabaho. Ang trabaho na lang nila is to guide you, to give guidance, and to give wisdom in life. Why wisdom in life? Because nasa kanila lahat ng experience. Guys, my advice as a teacher, please always hear out and listen to your grandmothers or grandfathers, or hindi naman grandmothers, elders. Okay? Kasi nasa kanila ang words of wisdom. Ako ay myself, saksing buhay ako na tipong nakakatulong minsan ang makinig at makipag-usap sa matatanda. Kasi words of wisdom, why? They are telling or guiding us through their life experiences. Alright? So, what is your favorite stage of the developmental stage? Let me know on our next discussion for the next for tomorrow, all right? For the next meeting. All right, I hope guys you learned something from me today. I hope you stay safe and stay well. All clarification, questions, and sharing of experience will be entertained in our next discussion. I hope to see you guys next meeting. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.